Today we have this beautiful looking Buick Envision Avenir, the American answer to the most selling midsize SUV segment. So this is the 2024 Buick Envision Avenir. So they make a preferred trim and they make a sport trim. Preferred being the base model, sport being the mid trim, and the Avenir being the top model. So this Buick Avenir shares the same engine with the Cadillac XT4, which is an inline-4 turbo engine producing 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission, and there is no manual that is available. And it does not matter which trim you get. If you get the preferred, if you get the sport, or if you get the Avenir, they all come with standard all-wheel drive, which is good for harsh Canadian or North American weather conditions, as this car is really good in the snow. Okay, looking into the exterior of this Buick Envision, here we have this beautiful looking thin LED daytime running lights and the lights, physical lights over here. And if you come into the beautiful looking grille here, so it's shiny gloss black with a hint of chrome trims, which looks really beautiful on this vehicle. There is this camera over here and the new Buick logo, which I believe me, in my opinion, is really beautiful. Coming in on the sides here, the Buick Envision Avenir and the Buick Envision Sport come with this beautiful 20-inch wheel. So which gives this car a really beautiful profile. Looks really beautiful with these wheels. If you get the base preferred one, that'll come with the 18-inch rim, 2-inch smaller. But believe me, this looks really beautiful on this one. And if you come on the side here, beautiful looking Avenir logo here, patch, and chrome strips over here from the front to the back of the door. If we come over here on the back, cleared out lights here, and if we open it up, it looks like this, which believe me looks really beautiful. Even the cameraman likes it. She likes it, right? And this reversing light comes on. If we come on the side, same everything, and if we press this button over here, this unlocks the car or locks the car. Okay, both ways. Coming into the Buick Envision Avenir, there's this navy blue color here, which is not leather but soft material, which is really nice to feel. Leather over here, plastics on this side, but they're really nice. Bose speaker and really nice soft touching feeling controls coming into the seats here. We got the new Buick logo right in the middle. When once we come in, the screen lights up, and of course the lights all around from this side to over here, and even going on that side too. The seats, oh my god, these seats, they look and they feel really good. We have this stitched seats over here, really nice stitching from this side, even in the middle over here, which is gives you a really premium feel, premium looking, premium feeling feel. And a lot of people are not a fan of these piano black, but believe me, it has held up pretty well. And we can start this vehicle by pressing the push button over here. And once it lights up, the screen goes up, and the screen, actually, believe me, it's a really beautiful looking screen. This is a 30-inch screen on this vehicle. On the right, it shows the map here. Here it can show you the music, and this is where the speed is going to be. So the more faster we drive this car, so for example, if we are standing, we're not doing anything, we're not driving this car, it is going to say 0. So the more the speed becomes, the more number it'll show up. Yeah, so if you want to put this vehicle in drive, you will just push this and go to drive. You want to put this in park, you'll just press this, it'll go in park. Go up, it'll go in reverse. And once we go in reverse, this has the 3D camera all around, as you can see over here. So as you can see, there was this feet over here. There's actually somebody there. And everything feels really well here. We have our parking brake here. If we press this, goes in parking. Press this, we are out of parking. This is the lane assist. It has different kind of modes here. Currently it's an all-wheel drive. And there's a touring, which is the rear wheel drive version. Sport makes the shifting faster, which makes you feel like the car is responding faster. And there is this off-road version. So what off-road version does is that it makes the gear ratio higher, so you are able to rev the car higher but doesn't shift very fast, basically to get you out of bad conditions. So this is the on and off. So what this on and off basically means is once the car stops at a red light, it will turn off and turn on. This is the auto air condition. You gotta do this. Coming into the infotainment system, to turn the infotainment system on and off, we'll press this, it'll turn off. As you press this for a little bit longer, it will turn on. If you press this lightly, it'll mute. If we press this, it'll take us to the Bluetooth. And of course, this has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, heated steering wheel. If you press this, the heating steering wheel comes on. And of course, cruise control, voice assistance. This thing, basically the camera that I showed you, will do this, gap assistance. So the more closer you get to a car, it will start beeping. And of course, heads up display. This car has a panoramic sunroof, which is pretty cool. Fair amount of space. And really comfortable seats, really good bolstering in the seats. Okay, and we are going to turn off the car here. It'll give us a rear seat reminder right over here. Once we open it up, it'll go back to its memory seat. Going into the back seats of the Buick Envision, a good amount of knee room and ample amount of leg room here. I am 6 feet tall and I have, if you can see, I have a good amount of headspace because of the panoramic sunroof. Once the sunroof is closed, it'll be probably this much, but it's ample. I can put my head down in the back quite easily. And of course, soft feeling material all around. Buick has not cheaped out and anywhere in this car actually. And heated seats, just like in the front, we have heated seats in the back too. And same stitched leather interior, a good armrest with space for 2 cup holders here, really comfortable in the back, and a beautiful panoramic sunroof, so you don't feel clustered in the back. And even looking out at the front seats, it looks like a really luxurious car, which of course it is, and it's a really nice, beautiful vehicle. Okay, so getting into the trunk of the Buick Envision. First, we'll unlock the car here, and we'll press this button 2 times for the trunk to open up. Once the trunk is open, there is quite a lot of space in the back of this Buick Envision. So it is 25.2 cubic feet, which is like 714 liters with the rear seats in place, and which is quite a lot actually. And the maximum cargo space with the seats down will be 52.7 cubic feet, which is 1493 liters when the second row seats are of course folded down. We just have to press this button over there to fold the seats down, and actually Believe me, there is quite a lot of space in there. It's a fairly decent amount of vehicle. Even actually, I can actually even lay down in this vehicle, which is something I believe not a lot of people will do, but it's doable. Okay, coming out of the back, as you can see, fake exhaust. If you look down, the exhausts are actually right over here. This is the Buick Envision closing. Okay, driving the Buick Envision. First of all, I have to say this vehicle is very smooth to drive. The initial let go of the vehicle when you release the brake is really, really smooth. And the cabin, oh, it's really quiet. The engine doesn't make any kind of noise, which, if you think about it, if you're going for luxury and comfort, this is quite preferred. The brake feel is good. The steering feel is also really good. We're not driving this thing really fast actually. Just driving it very moderately, just in the city over here. And mostly this vehicle is made for those kind of things, just to be driven in the city. Just to do basic chores, going around to the grocery shopping, to the stores, just to get some things done. In my opinion, this vehicle is a really good city vehicle. And soon I will also take this on the highway. This does not feel slow at all. Remember how we said the 0 to 60 is like 7.1 second, I believe. It's quite good. You don't need a lot of speed in the city. When you turn on the indicators in this car, it feels really like satisfying to hear. Which, believe me, this car is quite satisfying to drive too. In my opinion, Buick is doing a really good job with their vehicles. Everything that you touch in this vehicle, nothing feels cheap. Everything is like soft, padded leather, if not leather, rubber. And the screen is really good. There is no, like weird kind of reflection when it hits the sun. Everything is like really easy to see. I can see the speed over here. Everything that I touch feels premium. Nothing in this car feels like this is a lesser product than a Cadillac, which, believe me, I think this is a really, really competitive vehicle to the Cadillac XT4. Which, we think about it, this is the same vehicle as the Cadillac XT4, and the only difference between this and the Cadillac is the logo and a couple of different features, and of course the biggest thing is the price. The screen on this vehicle is really satisfying to watch. Once you're driving this vehicle, the screen dims itself. I don't know if this is a feature or this is something that's wrong with the vehicle, but when I was driving this car, the screen dimmed itself, especially the right side one, the one that shows me the map here. And once I went on a stop, it just brightened it up itself, which I think it's pretty good because you should not be looking at the screen while driving the vehicle. It can, cause accidents, and yeah, fairly good amount of brake feel too. Yeah, from what I can feel is that the steering has a really good amount of feel in the city. When I brake in too hard, the car has a sensor in the leg which basically vibrates, even though I'm the one who's driving and braked it kind of hard, but it's still telling me that you braked a little bit of hard, and there is some sensors over there. So currently I'm doing city speed limits, going at 60 right now, and believe me, the car feels really good. The steering has good amount of weight on it and adequate amount of road feel. I feel the grip is pretty good on this car, as this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. But when I do sometimes turn in, I feel like the steering goes really light. I feel like there is some kind of assistance. But for the type of use this vehicle will be used for, mostly for city riding, I don't think this is a bad vehicle. Believe me, it's quite luxurious in there. So this does not feel like GM has looked upon Buick this time and they're still focusing on Cadillac. No, Buick is doing a really well job making this vehicle. So I'm getting on the highway now, so the speed limit here is 100. Okay, so I'm currently doing Canadian highway speeds, which is like 110. I'm doing 120 now, and there is a turn that is gonna come right up. So we'll see how this vehicle feels and what kind of response it gives me when we are going on the highway speeds. It's a small turn, nothing big here. Yeah, when I turn in the vehicle, there is not much steering response. So if you are the type of person who feel like, oh, I want to buy a new car, take it on the twisties, of course this is not the kind of car for that. Not much amount of feel in turning in. All-wheel drive system does give me a good amount of grip on the road, but it's just for straight line driving, just like every, you can say, American-made car. Once you turn in, the car steering just gives away. It just becomes really light and there is not much feel in turning the vehicle in. So yeah, the 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque is adequate on the highway, but believe me, it's not very fast. I wouldn't say this car is like really fun on the highway to drive. It's comfortable, which it's supposed to be. If you are with your family driving this car, you will be having a good time. It's comfortable, the bolstering on the seats are really comfortable seats actually. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this car actually. I have positive reviews. If you are just a family, a young couple, I think it's a good car for you guys. Or just, the city car. If you're just gonna drive moderately on the highway, it's a good vehicle. But if you feel like, oh, this is gonna, be the kind of car that you will always remember, oh, I had this. I mean, it's a good luxurious car, believe me, it is a good luxurious car. But it's not the kind of car whose drive is that you will always remember. It's not something like that, oh, I had this car, it used to drive so good. Like, this is not the kind of car you would like to wake up at night and feel like, I want to go for a drive right now. I'll take this car, I'll take it on the highway, I'm going to drive it fast. No, it's not that kind of a car. Not at all. But for the city riding, it's a good vehicle. It's luxurious, it's comfortable, and it's just only that. It's nothing more than a luxurious small SUV. Okay, we are at a stop right now, and we're turning. This is the highway actually. I just want to see how the 0 to 100 feels like in this car, so 0 to 60 miles per hour. I'm not pushing it like really hard on the gas, but it's still fairly hard. Yeah, this car in the pickup range, like if you just wanna ram the foot to the wall, it's not that kind of a vehicle. It does not give me a satisfaction when I ring this vehicle out. We are going a little bit more than the highway speed, but it's not very confident giving. It's not really that fun when you drive it really fast, but for the kind of vehicle this is, a mid-size SUV which is basically used by families and stuff, I actually like the vehicle. Is it like something an enthusiast will like? Not really. But if you are somewhere in your life where that is not your goal is to, just have a car, go from point A to point B in comfort and luxury, and fairly feel good driving this vehicle. It's a respectable vehicle. Yeah, you should go for this vehicle. It's a good vehicle. I like it myself. If I just want a car to drive around the city just in comfort, I think it's a perfect vehicle for that. Yeah, so that sums up my review. Buick Envision. It's a good vehicle. I actually really like this vehicle. The seating is good. The seats are good. Everything you touch is really good. You feel, you are in a luxury car, which of course it is, and it's a comfortable little vehicle. That's for sure. Driving dynamics are not the greatest. Yeah, this vehicle feels very light on the highway. It doesn't have the kind of steering wheel that I was feeling in the city. So just for city driving, this is a good vehicle. But in my opinions, if you are somebody who loves to drive on the highway, go for a sedan, guys. Sedans are always the best option just to drive on the highway for, you know, higher speeds. You can also carry some stuff too, or if you want to carry a lot of things, drive a wagon, guys. This kind of car feels really good in the city. On the highway, not so much, but I like this vehicle. It's a comfortable little vehicle for what it is. It's a good vehicle. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Please make sure to like this video and also subscribe to my channel because more videos will be coming up, and soon we will be reviewing a lot of different vehicles. I hope you have a good day, people. Thank you.